Hey guys, and welcome back to another low budget cooking video. Today, it's quite chilly outside. It's 39 degrees, which is cold for a Texan. So we're gonna be making chili to warm ourselves and nourish ourselves. And because it's fucking cozy and delicious and it sounded good. Cheers to that. So I thought I would share with you what I'm drinking, kind of a pairing type situation. Thought it went well with the chili. Also had it on hand, so. But it is Hope Tree. I buy this at Sprouts. It's like $6 a bottle. It's sustainably sourced. I got a Cabernet and it's delicious. I always like to encourage drinking while cooking. I think it just makes it more enjoyable. Yeah, so feel free to pour yourself a glass of wine and let's make some chili. Oh, and by the way, this chili is going to be vegan. So here's everything we're gonna need to get started on this chili. 2 15-ounce cans of organic dark red kidney beans. Feel free to get regular, it doesn't have to be organic. I was just feeling particularly fancy. Beyond beef crumbles. I haven't tried these yet, so I'm excited, but I love all their other products, so I'm sure it'll be amazing. Some all-purpose crushed tomatoes, 28-ounce can, and then a 15-ounce can of fire-roasted diced tomatoes. Some tomato paste, better than bouillon, a chili packet that I happen to have lying around. Usually I don't use these, I just use my own seasonings, but I had it, so I'm gonna use it. Our secret ingredient, we have some unsweetened chocolate, 100% cacao, and some ground cinnamon. And then because I know it's not going to be well seasoned enough for me, I like mine very spicy and flavorful, so I have some paprika and chili powder, a small onion, some garlic, 2 jalapenos, and 2 bell peppers. Let's go ahead and get these babies diced up. Et voila! I used the whole onion, both jalapenos, 5 cloves of garlic, and just half of the bell peppers. So I'm gonna be using a large Dutch oven for this, and we're just gonna be starting off with a medium-high heat. Some extra virgin olive oil, just a drizzle. A large drizzle. We're just looking to coat the bottom of the pan. Okay, our oil is heated through. We're going to take our bag of Beyond Beef crumbles. I'm gonna use the whole bag because this is gonna be a big pot. I plan on eating this for several meals. Now, one of my biggest tips for cooking in general is to season as you go. So we're gonna start at the bottom. This is our base, and we're gonna season. Right now, I'm just gonna salt and pepper it. Good sized pinch of salt, some pepper, and the rest of the seasoning will come in later. Give this a stir and let this cook for a couple minutes. All right, now that this is cooked through, we can go ahead and add in our veg. Onion, bell pepper, more bell pepper, garlic, and lastly, our jalapeno. Now, caution guys, wash your hands immediately after using the jalapeno. I speak from experience. And then you just want to give all of this a nice stir. Gorgeous, look at these colors. And we're gonna let this cook down for about 3 to 4 minutes until the onions get nice and translucent. Alrighty, a few minutes later and the onions are looking nice and translucent. So at this point, I want to get all of the little crusty bits off of the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in just a splash of hot water to pull those up. Yeah, just enough to coat the bottom. Give it another stir, and this is gonna pull all of those yummy little crusty, salty, nibbly bits right up, you see? Yeah. Okay, now we can go ahead and add in some tomato paste. I'm gonna be using about a tablespoon. And tomato paste just gives a really nice concentrated tomato flavor. And whenever I cook, I really like to go with my gut. I'm an intuitive cook and that's what makes it fun. So for me, this color is not quite rich enough. So I'm gonna go with another tablespoon of the paste. Much better. Now I'm gonna add in my tomatoes. And my kidney beans. I have rinsed and drained these. I used both cans. Now we want to season this because we just added in quite a lot. 2 cans of beans, 2 cans of tomatoes. So we want to be very generous with our seasoning right now. Large pinch of salt. And another one. A large pinch of pepper. A large pinch of crushed red pepper because I like heat, very much so. We're gonna add in our chili seasoning, some paprika, about half a teaspoon, some chili powder, again, about a half a teaspoon. Obviously, if you don't like hot food, then don't add any extra. Give this a stir. It's getting nice and bubbly. It's talking to us. It's saying, I'm going to be delicious. Keep nurturing me and tending to me over the next 20 minutes and I'm going to be effing delicious. It's only gonna get better, guys. Chili is absolutely one of those foods that the longer you take to cook it, the longer it sits in your fridge after you cook it, it just gets better with time because all of those flavors sit and melt together and just become one. Next, the chocolate. Now this part, you can feel free to omit. I love chocolate in my chili. I think it adds a nice rich depth. I don't know how to explain it. You just gotta try it out. I mean, if you like dark chocolate and like red wine, coffee, those like, you know, just like deep rich flavors, then I think you would like this. And I'm just trying to break this up with one hand, which is not that easy, excuse me. Okay, and I'm gonna use the whole chocolate bar. It doesn't add any sweetness. Obviously I got the unsweetened kind, so I mean, if you get a sweetened chocolate bar, then it will add sweetness, and if that's what you're looking for, then great, go for it. I didn't want any sweetness. I just wanted that chocolatey undertone. The more this chocolate bar melts down, the darker it's gonna get. Now I'm gonna go in with my ground cinnamon. This just pairs really nice with the chocolate. Again, it doesn't add any sweetness. It's just a little extra something something. If you know you don't like cinnamon, then definitely don't even bother trying. But I love it paired with the chocolate. I'm using about a half of a teaspoon. If you've ever had abuelita hot chocolate, it kind of reminds me of that, or like a mole if you've had that. And it's not gonna overpower your chili. It's just there, tingling at the back of your tongue after each succulent bite. And lastly, we're just gonna add in about a tablespoon of our better than bouillon. And because this is going to reduce down the longer it cooks, I'm gonna add in a little extra liquid. And I have 1 cup of boiling hot water from my kettle. If you like your chili runnier, that's not the right word. If you like your chili thinner, then use more liquid. Maybe 2 cups, maybe 1.5 cups. I don't like to be too exact with my recipe, guys. Like I said, I'm an intuitive cook and that's what makes it fun for me. But this looks just about right because it's gonna cook down and it's gonna get thicker. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this up. Turn the heat down just a little bit and let it cook for about, I would say 25 to 30 minutes. Obviously you wanna check on it throughout the process and you're just looking for it to thicken up and get to the consistency you prefer. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. You can see how much it's reduced. Literally there's a line where we started and you see where we ended up. It's about 1 inch below. It's all reduced down and gotten thick and flavorful and rich. I mean, this is beautiful. But yeah, guys, that's all she wrote. Now we just have to let this cool off so we don't scald ourselves before we try it. I am salivating. So as you can see, I went ahead and made a cornbread to pair with this. Now you could really use whatever you want. You could use Fritos, you could throw it on a hot dog and make it a chili dog. You could put it on some French fries. You could pair it with some brown rice. Whenever I think of chili, I think of cornbread. So I made a jalapeno cheddar cornbread. Super easy. It's also vegan. I used a Jiffy cornbread mix, a jalapeno, and some vegan cheese. Follow the recipe. Instead of using regular milk, use non-dairy, and instead of using an egg, use a chia egg. 1 teaspoon chia seeds to 3 teaspoons water. Mix it, and you have a vegan egg. Now, to top this chili cheese, we want to put this directly on the chili so it gets nice and melty. Now, vegan sour cream. I got the Tofutti brand. I've had this one before. Better than sour cream. It is delicious. Very nice and thick, as you can see. Nice plop. And at this point, you could top it with some green onions, but I prefer red onions, so... And now we're done. It's TTT. Taste test time. Want to get some sour cream, some cheese, red onion, a little bit of everything, all into one bite. It's a symphony of flavors in my mouth. I mean, the chili is spicy, chocolatey, cinnamony, delicious. You've got the melty cheese, the cool sour cream, the crunch from the red onion, and the beans are very just nice and creamy. Let's go ahead and just try our cornbread. Oh my gosh. It's just comfort in a bowl. I hope you guys try this out. It is delicious. So warm and comforting, just what I was wanting. I'm about to put on a movie, cuddle up with my baby, and by baby I mean dog, and enjoy. It's a really simple recipe. It makes a lot. You can freeze it, and it's vegan. So win, win, win. Anywho guys, if you enjoyed this video, then give it a like, and if you try this recipe out and enjoy it, then leave me a comment letting me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.